Hey guys, this is Oddsox here with the director of the music video Jacinta Allan, James Haddad. We're going to be rewatching the music video and giving you some behind the scenes takes on it. Jacinta Allan is a song off my second mixtape, Woodstock. It's a song about parking fines and the hatred of them. And for the music video, I decided I wanted to film a B-grade horror film. And we were both in the same uni class and we needed to film something about transport. So I came up with this idea, which was a terrible idea because our teacher did not really appreciate the violence and the gore and the swearing or any of it. So we got in a shit ton of trouble for it.
Alright, we want to give it a watch?
Let's do it. I love this Tarantino-esque sort of
yellow
vibe.
font blocky titles.
A lot of people are surprised that my cast is alive because it looks like complete shit. Oh, he's coming.
Alright, so who's that fella there?
That, my friend, is Azal Ismet. I worked with him on the Bernie Brown show and he has got to be one of the most phenomenal actors I've ever worked with. He's so bendy all the time.
Yeah.
As you can see on this is when we start to hit him with the bat.
He bends. Yeah.
But he's so expressive in everything that he does.
And so what's his role?
He is the role of parking inspector that we killed. We didn't name because we didn't want to feel attached to him.
And here he is riding the fine out, just so you don't know it's a fine.
Do you remember the actual location of this?
It was a warehouse.
It was a warehouse. So I got that off a mate of mine, and I really hope he's not watching this because his only instruction for the entire thing was to not film outside, and we needed to. So we're running around with baseball bats, and I remember when a neighbour came out and asked what we're doing, and I was shit scared that he'd come back to him because that was the only instruction I was given.
And what did you say? We're filming a music video, it's fine.
We're not actually
Aussie hip hop. Alrighty, there's your wonderful little eyes.
Close up.
So who's this fella singing?
That is Terra. Really good mate of mine. He makes some incredible music, but he barely releases it. So I really hope he gets around to it.
And then who's the fella in the balaclava?
That would be me, Mr. Oddsox. While I was Matt Coburn at the time of this still. That's a whole other story for another day. Chasing him. Yeah. And the shot changes. Do you want to explain this one?
Yeah, so pretty much effectively to make it look as less like we're promoting violence as possible, it becomes a fantasy now. They've gone inside this little hole of the warehouse. And none of this is real. We reiterate, none of this is real.
We're not here to kill people. Killing is wrong.
And if you get a ticket from a ticket inspector, it's your fault.
No, it's not. That's a lie. Fuck ticket inspectors.
And then, here we go. So we'll go back and we'll just rewatch that because the violence just comes out of nowhere. And this is what shocked many people. But all of a sudden, the reason why that last shot there resonates with a lot of people is because he impacts the ground really hard, and that was because we couldn't hit him with an actual bat.
No. He's a good friend of mine, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, and so what we did was we got him to fall forward off the ground, and then we played it in reverse. And that's why it's so jolty, and it really was confronting for a lot of people when we showed it, because it looks like he's dead.
So many people have told me this does look like Super Reservoir Dogs, and I've never seen Reservoir Dogs.
See, I love Reservoir Dogs. You just gotta get a warehouse and blood, and it's Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, speaking of the blood's the main component, is this for people, is maple syrup. So that shirt is gone. My hair was so fucking sticky.
Everybody's day, so deranged and all the same. Do anything just for a payment. Tell me, did they dream a little bit, or were they born this way? Cause Rachel motherfucker hating, fornicating, baby raping, door-to-door salesman, faking Hitler impersonating cunt.
Read that line back.
Playback. No, I'm not going to say that again. But I'm pretty sure this should be famous for the only song to have the word baby rape in it.
Should not be famous for that. That's called infamy.
Can't tell me why going giving that fines, cause you depressed
And
giving up.
after the shoot, I kept a baseball bat, a knife, and a balaclava in my car for like 2 to 3 months. And I was so shit scared of getting pulled over because there is no explaining that shit.
I just wanted to kill a parking inspector. That's why I had that in my car.
Maybe to the if you're getting letters written in that red print, throw your hands up if they ain't getting a
So I've never gotten a
cent.
ticket, like a fine, parking fine. But are they in a red print?
I'm pretty sure, because when I wrote this, I remember I was bitching to Terra about one parking fine I got, and he had like an abundance of them, and I'm pretty sure by the red print it was because he got like a final notice, like, oh, we're taking things from you. So mine wasn't. Mine was not.
So it's probably a warrant for his arrest.
If you're getting letters written in that red print, throw your
It's coming up.
fucking hands up. You're not getting
Oh, wait for the close up.
They never make sense. So hands
Oh, look at that shit.
So for those of you who've never studied biology, that is an intestine.
It's so beautiful. Like it had like a proper mold, so it was stuck to his skin there, and it had this whole backwards part, and it was just flinging around.
If we could reshoot this, I would do it so we could show off the effect better, because you can't really see that as well in a good spot, because it was so like intricate that you could see like where it was coming out of, and it was like attached to his body. But yeah.
So hands off my paycheck, I pay roll a paycheck for you to get your payment. If I get it back, fuck you up with my train fare.
this part always makes me piss myself because
So it's like his face just gets superimposed on top. Or?
Well, no, it's the fact that we're just like it's just so happy. And still he's alive. He's thinking.
No, that's just me just trying to fill some empty spot, and then it'd be like, oh, we'll put a bit of him in there, and you know, get all that grain on there. But then the next part, you get a
This
close
part's
up of the.
fantastic. This is my favourite bit. Wait for the shot. We'll pause it. Oh, we get the famous thumbnail. So what I love about this shot is how fake it actually is. You just pull off this arm and it's got this whole attachment part. Like, surely.
But when we showed that part, everyone was going.
But like, I just don't understand.
Dude, you can see,
why
the
it's so
little
dramatic.
nail at the end of the arm where it's supposed to plug into the mannequin. You can see it get caught.
And that's the thing I don't understand with it.
The best part, though, which everyone doesn't really notice, is look at his face there.
Yeah, he's in a bit of pain. Poor bastard.
He's a fantastic performance there.
Yeah, that's it. I don't understand the massive outrage with it because it's so B grade. It's so fake. Azal is. I think maybe it's because Azal sold it so well because he's so talented.
It was a snuff film. I think what people don't realise is that how much of a fantasy that the rest of it plays out of. That as soon as it gets all grindhouse and you get all that that widescreen and you get all that dust and scratches on there and the grain, it's not real. And the whole idea is that this is just at least this is my perspective. This is how I'm reading your music video. That this is a bunch of two naive little rappers who just think, oh, we shouldn't be getting fined.
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're just in their head being like, imagine if we could just do
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
It's a little cathartic.
That's it. It's all just like stuff you might think about, but it's just watching too many B-grade horror films. All I ever wanted with this music video was just fun. But what's funny is we went through all this hell about filming it and it being politically incorrect, all this horrible things. But when it came out, people really enjoyed it. I didn't get one negative comment from it. I think it's a wonderful piece of fun escapism art, and that's all it really should be. Thank you for watching. I've been Oddsox. This has been James Haddad, and this is behind the scenes of Jacinta Allan.